again. This is John Wild, here to give you another look at cool toys. And this time, we're going to be looking at the Amazing Spider-Man Adventure Set from Colorform Toys, 1974. But before we dig into this cool adventure set, let's take a look at the history of the Colorforms toy brand.
The Colorform concept was designed by Harry and Patricia Kislevitz in 1951, firmly rooted in modernist design. The basic concept behind Colorforms is the ability to adhere and reposition abstract and geometric color form shapes on random surfaces to create art. Both recent art students, the couple discovered the idea when they acquired several rolls of flexible paper-thin colored vinyl sheet used to manufacture plastic pocketbooks, and found that it would stick to glossy paint in their bathroom and allowed them to reposition it without affecting either surface. In 1957, Colorforms picked up their first licensed character, and it was Popeye. And since then, and throughout the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, they've had all sorts of licensed characters, like Kiss, and the Smurfs, and the Incredible Hulk, and Pac-Man, and many other characters.
Now, a quick word from our sponsor.
With Colorform's Incredible Hulk Adventure Set,
I'll be Incredible Hulk.
you can pretend lots of things. Like the Hulk is battling his archenemy Rhino, or using his incredible strength against the Abomination, or single-handedly capturing a gang of evildoers. You can pretend lots of exciting adventures with your imagination and Colorform's Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk Adventure Set comes with 24 plastic playing pieces.
It's Colorform's fun.
The Amazing Spider-Man is one of the coolest characters of my childhood, and it was awesome when I received this Colorform set. So let's take a quick look at the box first, and then we'll open up the box and see what's inside. Okay, let's take a look inside the box. So here we have the Colorforms, and there were two different sets. You had, on this set, you had 3 different color varieties. You had the red and the blue. You had the yellow and an orange set. It came with an instruction sheet, and it also came with a cross cell. So we'll take a look at the instruction sheet and the cross cell. Okay, here's the cross cell that came inside of this Colorform set. Colorform plastic sticks like magic, and there's nothing on the inside of this. It's just a folded piece of paper here. We'll take a look at the back side of this here, and it shows a cross cell of the different varieties of Colorforms that were available at this time, and an assurance to parents that they were buying a quality toy. So it says, through the parents, Colorform toys help your child develop and improve these 6 important skills: finger dexterity, sense of spatial relationship, size matching, building ability, color sense, sense of neatness and order. The plastic pieces never wear out. Wiping the workboard and pieces occasionally with a damp cloth help keep them clean and sticking like new. So definitely a quality toy that parents bought for their kids that was reusable and was something that we played with often. Now let's take a look at the instruction sheet that came with this set. Here's the adventure set instruction sheet. It's really not an instruction sheet, but really what it is it's a fold out that allows you to look at different ways that this diorama could be set up. So here you have, here's Spider-Man off to another exciting adventure, and it's got some of the different pieces that came with it. And over here it says, these are some of the many scenes you can create with Colorform plastic pieces, and it shows you the what they've done. It says, Colorforms plastic sticks like magic, just press down and stick. Lift to remove. Wipe the background clean with a damp cloth and pieces will stick better. And again, it gives you the reasons why parents should buy Colorforms for their kids. And that's the pamphlet that came with the Spider-Man Adventure Set. So now let's take a look at the inside of the box and start building some Colorforms dioramas. Okay, let's move our color forms out of the way and take a look what the backdrop looks like. These were just kind of pegged in on the sides. Okay, let's get to making some art with color forms. Okay, so in the first scene I set up here, I got the National Bank here and Treasury has been robbed by the vulture, and we have Peter Parker down here, and his spider sense has gone off, so he knows there's trouble, and it's time for him to change into Spider-Man. Let's set up our second scene. So here we have our second scene. We have one of the bank tellers running out of the door because the building's on fire. We have a police helicopter that showed up on the scene, and Spider-Man is swinging into action. Now let's set up our third and final scene. So here we have the final scene I set up. We got a robber over here stealing from the truck. We've got Spider-Man sitting on top of the truck, and we have the vulture fleeing the scene of the robbery. So that's how it basically worked for color forms. You would just basically set up one scene and then take it apart, build another scene, take it apart, build another scene. And because you had different varieties of Spider-Man, your options were endless. And the thing about color forms is that what they really did is they helped you develop a sense of scale. You know, with different sizes and different varieties of the Spider-Man. You know, when you set up your scenes, you know, you would have to take into account the way that the picture was and whether or not this character is in scale with this character. Now, obviously they're not, so you wouldn't want to put those two together. These two would work together, that would work together, so you would really have to work out what would look best for you. And because it really is an art piece, it really is subjective to your own eye. So you may think that this and this go together spatially, but the designers of Colorform really had thought out the process of kids building art, and this is really what a Colorform set is, in a sense, is you're building one picture after another in your mind and making them dynamic and telling a story. So let's wrap this up. So there you have it, the Amazing Spider-Man Adventure Set from Colorforms Toys in 1974. Now, Colorforms were a kind of a lower end toy, and definitely something that was a little bit cheaper than, let's say, a action figure or an action figure set. So these were things that were given to us as children that were, you know, you didn't have to wait till birthdays or Christmas to get these. A lot of the times if you were at the supermarket or you were at your local Five and Dime, mom or dad would let you get one of these because they were relatively inexpensive. They really rank in coolness between Presto Magic on the lower end and Shrinky Dinks on the higher end. You know, both those things were also kind of, you know, interactive toys that you could play with that weren't exactly like a physical action figure or a toy, but they weren't exactly a coloring book. So this is kind of the in-between of those two. But Colorforms were vastly popular when I was a kid. Everybody had Colorforms. Everybody loved playing with Colorforms, and I'm really happy to still have this Amazing Spider-Man Adventure Set in my collection, and I'm glad to have spent a little bit of time with you showing it off. So again, my name is John Wild. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I sure do appreciate you guys watching my videos and supporting me on my different venues. So you can always catch me here on YouTube at John Wild. You can catch me on Instagram as Cylon_Centurion78. I post pictures every once in a while, some cool stuff there. So you should go check me out there. And until next time, Colorforms are cool. Take it easy.